Well, let's bring back in National Trial Attorney Michael Jaafar. Michael, we're hearing seemingly at times a pretty relaxed Jen Soto, but she's explaining the behaviors that she's seen in her boyfriend. She knows he's been arrested for child porn, and we understand that detectives showed her pictures of the abuse that Madeline suffered. Anything you're picking up on just her demeanor during this interview?
Yeah, her demeanor is the same. And in the break, I was determined to find a crime to charge this idiot with. And so I asked my team to do some research for me. They came back with no less than 8 crimes that she could be charged with. I'm not going to list them for you here, but they range from, parental abandonment, sexual abuse, failure to report abuse of a minor, all these other things, they range from misdemeanors to felonies. And so what I'm sensing in her tone is that of a terrible, terrible, terrible mother who turned a blind eye because she wanted to get a good night's rest. At the end of the day, I hope that this monster gets convicted and hopefully gets sentenced to death. And I hope that she gets charged, because at the end of the day, she clearly did not want her daughter. If she had other kids, she would have lost these kids before the trial even began. Child Protective Services would have yanked these kids from her, just based on her own words, based on what she has said, based on what she has reported, right? She is a neglectful parent, and when you're a neglectful parent, there are consequences, right? And so the toll is going to come due for this woman. It's not yet. I think, as I've thought about it, I think the state is doing it right. I think they're letting her off the hook for now so she can testify against the real main culprit. But the statute of limitations on these is long. This murder only happened this year. The smallest crime that they could charge her with has a statute of limitations of about 5 years. So they're going to catch up with this girl. They're going to catch up with her. She's going to face some prison time, and she should, because at the end of the day, when you have a kid, if you don't want to take care of the kid, you can put the kid up for adoption. It's terrible, but you can do that. It's better than just basically letting a grown man sleep in the bed with your daughter, and by your own admission, you now are thinking that he was grooming her and sexually abusing her. You knew that. So at the end of the day, this is a tragedy, and really the biggest victim is this poor girl, because she had a terrible mom.